Today we are going to use all those different types of lines we learned about and create a crazy line cat. You'll notice that it has a 3D face. So I'm going to show you how to make that now. You're going to start with a yellow paper for your background, and you're going to get a black strip of paper. You are going to take your black strip of paper and lay it vertically on your table. You will then take a white crayon. You could also do this step with a pencil, and you're going to draw a diagonal line here and a diagonal line here. And you'll notice that those look like cat ears. Now I'm going to do some cutting, but before I cut, I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm not really creasing it down here, but I'm just going to kind of hold it. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to snip down the diagonals. Flip it over and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now you'll notice I cut through both pieces of paper. So when you're done, you end up with something that looks like this. You got two flapping ears and then you got this middle piece. So now we're going to take that middle piece and we are going to turn it so it's on the back. So when you flip it over, it looks like this. But that's not going to stay very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a glue stick and I'm going to flip it over. And first I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back part of the cat, where I'm going to glue this down like this. Okay, but oh, it's still open. So then I just need to put another little bit of glue and then squish that down. And now I have a 3D cat's head. So from here, I'm going to glue that to my big paper. But before I do that, I'm going to take my black crayon and I'm going to draw an upside down U. This is going to be my cat's body. And I'm also going to draw a little squiggly tail going up the side. Now that I know how big my body is, I can glue my head here. But I think before I glue my head down, I'm going to draw a face on my cat. So I have to smish it just a little bit while I'm drawing, but I can always puff it back up when I'm done. So I'm going to draw an upside down triangle for the nose. Give it a mouth, some little spots, and some whiskers, of course. I'm going to give it some cat eyes. And I'm going to draw the inside of the ears. I'm going to get a pink and color in the inside of my ears, as well as the nose. And I'm going to find a green, because I'm going to give my cat green eyes. Actually, this is more turquoise, but that's okay. Okay, and I'm going to color this with some white. So it really looks like my cat's eyes are sticking out. If you want to draw a little black pupil. Look at that face. From here, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to rub it on the outside of my cat. Maybe even put a little up here. And then I'll flip it over and glue it up here. Now this came undone. So I'm going to stick that down first. There we go. When it dries a little bit, I can puff it up more. But for now, I'm just going to leave it alone so it'll dry. So now I'm going to think about all those different lines we learned about. For instance, I remember zigzag line, straight line, maybe I'll do a loop-de-loop line. And you'll notice I'm spacing them out. I'm doing that on purpose. Maybe just one curvy line. Might have a dotted line up here. So see how many lines you can fit with there still being some nice spaces in between. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color all in between my line spaces with colorful crayons so that we have a crazy line cat. When you're finished, you get to take it home today.